Coming up today on YOLO, Texas.
I always encourage everybody to let them bite your finger.
What? Okay, our show's called YOLO.
Welcome to the penguin habitat.
This is probably the most incredible thing I've ever done.
Like crying.
Join us on our trip across Texas.
Texas has over 60 million acres of forest. And we've got 9 state and national forests in Texas. And so we kind of introduce people to what is a forest and how much of Texas is covered in it. And it's just a little timeline through history.
What a special place to learn a little bit more about Lufkin and the piney woods and the lumber industry than being here at the Texas Forestry Museum. And by the looks of it, it's not your ordinary museum. So what can we get into while we're here?
We are a little museum with a lot of big stuff.
Yeah.
We're the only forestry museum in Texas. So we tell people about the history of the forests in Texas and the people who lived in them. But we're also a really great place for families to come where you can bring your kids and you can play. It's a very interactive experience. Yeah. So it's something that entices kids to engage in the history of East Texas.
Yeah, you really thought about the family as a whole and bringing in education as well.
So our permanent exhibits are broken down into 3 areas. The first is our hallway, and we wanted to kind of introduce people to the forests of Texas. We get a lot of visitors that are from out of state or from out of country, and they assume that when they visit Texas, it's gonna look like a John Wayne movie. Yeah. That it's just very desert and dry, and they're very surprised at how many trees we've got. And so we have an introductory exhibit to that Texas has over 60 million acres of forest.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is covered by forest, and people just don't think about that.
Even Texans don't even know that.
This museum is a free museum, and so I just really love that we're a part of our community in this way, where we offer families a place to come and play. This is our biggest room. So our sawmill history wing tells the history of the sawmill boom between the 1880s and the 1930s. It squeals a little bit at the beginning.
It works,
but
it still operates.
Yeah, it gets a little quieter.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
So this is my favorite part of the renovation. This exhibit talks about tree products, and this is just an opportunity to show you that just because it's a wood toy doesn't mean it's old and boring.
Yeah.
And there's furniture, cars, trees, animals. Our last room is our children's wing. So it's very interactive. There's a lot of things for kids to do and play in there.
This is real neat. This is a lot of fun.
And it's a very multi-generational. We see parents like on the ground with their kids, like playing with them, which is always great to see. So we've got a natural trail. It's 0.4 miles. You can see the end from the beginning. But it's just a really lovely way to introduce families to nature and to hiking.
Just basically let your imagination run wild, all puns intended.
In Texas, we have roughly over 480 breweries, but in eastern Texas, there are only 9 or 10. So there's a need for the breweries out here.
All right, Bo, this has been a long time coming. The very first time that we came to Lufkin, everyone was talking about Rusty Axe Brewery Cupping opening, and it was the talk of the town. So how important is that to you guys and the community of Lufkin to be the only craft brewery in town?
We were of the mindset, let's do it right. Let's not try to rush things.
when we're ready because we're going to do it the right way for the city.
Definitely.
And everything is very well thought out.
Well, it's a huge honor. Of course, we're here at a brewery, so we have to cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud. Well, we have 12 taps, and that's always going to be rotating. And we do a barrel age program as well. So we have Cabernet barrels, whiskey barrels.
Yeah.
It's always exciting. Always have something waiting in the wings to keep people excited as well.
And what I love about you guys is it's not just a brewery. It's an American bistro as well.
Yeah.
So I see some food right in front of us. We got to dig in while we're doing it.
So we have the poke tacos here. They are a twist. So poke is a Hawaiian style of sushi.
Poke,
So,
wow.
and then we are obviously in Texas, so Tex-Mex. So we had to
Yeah.
do a poke taco. These are yellowfin tuna tossed in sesame oil. Should be light and refreshing, like the beer you're drinking.
And of course, you can't come in and you not see
Yes,
the oven over there and the pizzas.
Guess you saw the oven over there.
I did see the oven.
It's our Southwest chicken pizza, grilled chicken, roasted
in.
corn. Go for it. Goat cheese, which gives it that pungent cheese flavor.
Not gonna lie, I haven't seen a corn on a pizza before.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
So we actually roast the corn here. I mean, everything is made here. Yeah, we really try to stay creative.
Through the show, I didn't realize how much I really enjoyed beer. I was very basic when I was first starting off, right? And then getting to come to breweries and really open up my palate.
119 beer styles. Most people, if they're used to drinking the standard beers, well, that's only 2 beer styles. So these are some of our flagship and more popular beers that are in front of you. On the left, we have a Angelina Ultra, which is my version of a Blue Moon.
Okay.
Sweet orange peel, crushed roasted coriander in it.
Oh yeah, and that's nice and smooth going down. Like that's a
It
good
is.
tasting beer.
And then what I have here is one we call Honey Buzz. It is a honey wheat ale that I used 68 pounds of wildflower honey from Austin in this.
Oh wow.
So Texas honey in it. And the last one is a very special beer. A lot of people say they don't like IPAs, which is why I made this one. This is called the Wobbler Cobbler.
It smells so citrusy
It's
already.
a blackberry milkshake IPA. And you taste the raw vanilla in it too.
That is,
But yet it's creamy because of the lactose in it.
yes, it's creamy, it's flavorful, it's so much fun and tasty.
Good beer, good food should be a vacation in your mouth.
Ooh, I like that. I really do like that.
So, because of all the different flavors that can happen
And
within
that's
it.
exactly what you deliver.
YOLO Texas will be right back.
We finally made it to the premier event here in East Texas, the Texas State Forest Festival here in Lufkin. So just how big and exciting is this weekend going to be?
You know, we've been planning the 39th annual Texas State Forest Festival for 10.5 months. When this week finally gets here, it's like the culmination of lots of hard work and excitement. We plan on rolling in about 12 to 15,000 people within the next 4 days.
Well, we know that this is a family tradition for generations and generations. So just how long has this festival been going on here?
So it actually started in 1938, and it was the home of the county fair along with the Texas State Forest Festival. But you know, I grew up in Lufkin. I have been to the Forest Festival almost every year of my life. I have great memories of coming with my parents, of watching the Hush Puppy Cook-Off, and so it's so fun to now be on this side of it and to get to watch new generations get to come back with their families and make new memories.
Speaking of new memories and fun, exciting times, what exactly can we get into and do these next 4 days?
Absolutely. So we have got Prior to the Sky high diving. They're going to be jumping off from 70 feet in the air. Woo! Crazy, I know. We have a butterfly exhibit that you can walk through. We always have the wood carver. Because with us being in the heart of East Texas in the Piney Woods, we have to have a wood carver.
Only fitting.
That's right, and you can actually take all the carvings home. So we've got a petting zoo, we have a barbecue cook-off that's going on, and if you're hungry, this is the home of the ribeye sandwich, as well as so many local food vendors and food vendors that we've had for over 20 years.
Yes, rain or shine,
That's
it is
rain
happening.
or shine, it's happening. Come on out.
Okay, this is an exotic petting zoo. Let's see what we can see.
We got little Angora sheep. They use these.
And I got some feed here,
Yeah,
too.
you can feed them.
So can we pet them and feed them?
Absolutely. You can feed them, pet them.
Probably too high. Oh, here they come.
There they come.
Oh,
So
wow.
these guys right here are fainting goat Nubian crosses. So if they do get excited, they will faint.
They will faint?
They will faint.
Oh, my
But right
goodness.
now it looks like
You
they're
can't
pretty
eat the cup.
happy with your cup. So I always encourage everybody to let them bite your finger.
What?
Come on, they really don't hurt.
It doesn't hurt?
Have to have the experience once.
Okay, our show's called YOLO. Ah! Okay, it tickles.
Now that's an experience, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen a porcupine in person with my own eyes.
Here's Wooly Bully. He's a belted Galloway. Give you that big old bristly tongue and wet nose on it. See?
Our Angelina Beautiful Clean and the Texas Forestry Museum actually put on our entire kids area. They do a phenomenal job. They partner with Texas Parks and Wildlife. They partner with all of our local places. It's a great area for the kids to hang out.
My name is Chip Adams. I am with the Texas Music Office. Basically what that means is our job is to help grow the Texas music industry. So with this, I get to finally announce that Lufkin is officially certified by the Texas Music Office as a music-friendly community. So congratulations, and I look forward to continuing to work with you. Thank you so much. Aerin?
Because Water Show Productions is proud to continue your fun by telling you a little story about the days when pirates sailed the seven seas. And you better abandon ship because it looks like there's a mutiny.
So we are the Butterfly Encounter. My name's David. We travel throughout the country, have folks come in, feed live butterflies, learn about their life cycle.
Yeah.
It's also more important about the repopulation aspect of butterflies. Butterflies are one of the second largest pollinators outside of honeybees.
Wow.
So come on in. My name's David, and let me show you what we have.
Yeah.
So you're going to see monarchs, which are the orange and black. You're going to see painted ladies, which are the orange and black.
Wow.
And then you're going to see red admirals, rather, which are black and red.
Yeah, thanks for bringing it to Lufkin and the Forest Festival. This is amazing and a pleasant surprise.
And it's perfect.
Stick around, YOLO Texas. We'll be right back.
All right, Chuck, you got me back here at
Welcome,
SeaWorld.
welcome back, Denise.
I'm so excited to be here, but what are we doing, rides?
No, we're not gonna do rides this time. And
Aquatica?
No, we're not doing Aquatica. Of course, what are they most well known for?
Well, it's SeaWorld, so the sea animals.
Ding, 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 you are correct. So Denise, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take you behind the scenes at some of our favorite animal habitats so you can learn about them and learn about the great work that SeaWorld does. It's gonna be fantastic.
Chuck, you're making my dreams come true. Let's go.
Let's do it.
I am so excited today, so I can't imagine doing this for your job every day. In one word, describe your job. Maybe 2 or 3 words.
Every day is different. We have 11 belugas and 6 Pacific white-sided dolphins. They all have very fascinating stories, including Tyonek, who's actually a rescue beluga whale, and they all have their own individual personalities. As you can see, they're always aware of what's going on. We also offer behind-the-scenes tours. Guests come back here, they get to meet the animals, but then we do offer, if you're brave enough, the opportunity to get in the water with the animals. All the cool things that you may see when you come here with any of our animals, whether it's a big jump or you get splashed or you get to wave to the animals, that's just the tip of the iceberg. And training and interacting with them also allows us to care for them. And that is what we start and end our day with. That is the goal from day to day, is to make sure all these animals are healthy and thriving.
When did you decide, you know what, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be an animal trainer. I'm gonna work with beluga whales.
Well, my story goes way, way back. My mom would bring my brother and I, when we were little, to run around and see the animals. And it's really the only job I ever wanted to do. And here I am 14 years later. Do you want to get up close and personal?
Caitlin, you know I do.
Come on over.
Okay. Ah! Oh, thank you. I love you too. Ah! I'm like crying.
So right now we are with Toka. Toka is a 58-year-old male Aldabra tortoise. He is 460 pounds. They are the second largest tortoise species in the world.
When you come on the tour, do you get to get this close to the tortoises?
Our Aldabra Tortoise Tour allow guests to get up close and personal with these giant tortoises. Touch them, take pictures, they'll feed them. We'll talk about the ecology of the animal, conservation efforts.
I saw you giving him some head scratches earlier. He seemed to respond to that too. He perked up a little.
He does. So the Aldabra tortoises are very social animals, so they do like attention. The other common misconception I get, mostly from cartoons growing up, but tortoises do not come out of their shell. Their backbone runs right down the top of their back, but they have feeling on all over their shells. Portions of any dollar SeaWorld makes always goes to the animals in our care and goes to animals in the wild as well.
Wow, well, thank you for having me. It looks like our time is up. They've made their mind. They are done with cameras, so it's time for us to
They're done with cameras. They're returning to their air-conditioned, climate-controlled indoor area.
Coming up, more from YOLO, Texas.
Here I am.
There you are. What have you been up to?
Okay, so we got to see the belugas and the dolphins, but I also got in the habitat with the tortoises.
The tortoise, the Aldabra Tortoise Tour.
Yes.
You've met some animals from the water.
Yes.
You met some big animals from the land.
Yes.
Let's meet some animals that are found both on land and in the water.
Ooh, let's go.
Do it.
Don't mind the cold weather, it's about 35 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the penguin habitat.
Chico, can we take a second? This is probably the most incredible thing I've ever done.
Oh my gosh, it's so much to absorb, right?
Can you tell us who's in here?
Yes, of course. There are 17 species of penguins in the world, and here in SeaWorld San Antonio, we actually care for 4 species. King penguin, Gentoo penguins, chinstrap penguins, southern rock hopper penguin.
I mean, this is something that's so unique that I thought I would never be able to do. But guests can do this when they come to SeaWorld, right?
Yes, of course. It's called the Penguin Interaction Program, where they have the opportunity to walk in just like you did, interact with the penguins, have a chance to touch them, take pictures, socialize amongst that, and also get some valuable information from our staff. Our team is the one that comes in, cleans this habitat, feeds the penguins, monitors them daily, and give them daily enrichment where we have a time to interact with the penguin. Since we do care for them, we do collect data so that in case if anything does happen, we have all the answers to help those out in natural environments.
This is their world. We're just visiting it, but it really does look like their world. Y'all put a lot of thought into this.
Yes, when you walked in, you saw this big bright light coming down. Believe it or not, we are actually in the southern hemisphere light cycle for these penguins. They can actually have up to 20 hours of sunlight during our winter time.
I want to take one home with me.
Oh,
but I
definitely.
So we have a family. Kamea, she's 9 years old. Sakari, who is 13 years old. Takara, she's the oldest and the matriarch. She's 32 years old.
I could reach out and touch them, and I won't. But it's just breathtaking to be this close and to see their actual size. What is it like working with them?
And every day is awesome, really, and I'm not joking about that. We have the privilege of being able to give them world-class care. So we have a lot of ways for our guests to learn about the animals. One is through the presentations that we do, and then we also have our killer whale tour, and that is when the guests get to come down to see the whales this close, to see their eyes. That's nothing that you can do anywhere except for at SeaWorld.
I was looking in their eyes earlier, and it's like I'm connecting with them already.
Yes.
What is your favorite fact about orcas that we should know?
What's really awesome about having killer whales in our care is that they help us to gather information for research studies. Killer whales out in the Pacific Northwest are really struggling with noise pollution, and so because of the information that we've gained, there are sound sanctuaries to help keep boat traffic and noise pollution away. And our killer whales are helping their counterparts that are so important to the survival rate of killer whales out in the ocean. SeaWorld as a company and as a park has evolved over the years, so we want to make sure that people still love the whales as much as they did 60 years ago.